Hey guys, welcome back. This is Sophie Naomi.
Bye.
Hi, if you don't know me, I am an online reseller and I'm here today with a haul. But first, we're eating some ice cream because y'all, today, I deserve ice cream. I'm a mom of a 2-year-old and she has been home all week. I was still able to source about 3 times, so I'm so happy. Here we focus on faith in business, and I am here to tell you guys I am just so excited about the recent hauls I've had. Thrift stores have been a little bit up and down. I do thrift to resell online. I turn a profit by taking things that people no longer want and donate, and platforms like eBay and Poshmark. I've also added Tradesy and Curtsy, and I'm going to be experimenting this year a lot more with expanding and cross-listing, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'm also going to be making a video on my favorite tools and some more faith encouragement. We stand on scripture, and I always get on my live on my Instagram. Definitely follow at soulful with 2 L's _chic, CHIC, and I'll put it below. That way you can stay tuned. Some tricks, lifestyle, sales update, sourcing, what I put back to make a full-time living. So I definitely want to show you guys a different type of video. I know you've seen my past videos where I found really good things, and that is glory to God. I stand on faith here again on this channel. I have been able to find, the designer stuff. I know in my last haul I had Lanvin. I did keep everything in my Poshmark store, within the $30 to $50 range. I definitely go up higher to, $200-$300 if necessary, but mainly keep it to like $25 to like $50. That's the typical buyer on Poshmark. I also sell on eBay as well, and so I wanted to show you guys common things that everybody can find at their local thrift store. Don't believe me, just stay tuned. Oh my gosh. Do people still do those like ASMR eating and talking videos? Is that like a thing still? I will show you everything I got, and these are common things. I've been thrifting all over the country. I've gone anywhere from Los Angeles to my area in Texas. I've gone a lot of places, and I'm here to tell you there are a lot of similarities with thrift stores. I've been in the middle of nowhere, and I have been in huge city megaplexes. What are common things that you can find, everyone can find at a thrift store? So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you briefly a haul. On either side on the screen next to me, I'm going to have comps and or a screen grab of me searching solds, which is when I go on the platform I want to sell it on, or multiple platforms, brief description, and then what's sold, and I look at when, the colorway, the size, and how frequent. So I might have had one sell yesterday, but then it's no other ones on. I'm probably gonna pass. I'm gonna put in some video clips of me actually thrifting. So I have quite a few bags here. This is the first one, and I'll just be brief. I'm obviously gonna touch the main points. This is through my experience of being 2 years as an online reseller. This is my receipt, $91 spent, which is crazy because I had a $16 gift card. Don't know why I didn't use it. Let me just go through the store. I went through shoes. There were barely any shoes. I went through clothing, not good clothing at all. So I really like that it was a typical store where, we're not all able to get designer things. This was just a typical Goodwill in a common area, and there wasn't a lot in there. So I really had to search for about an hour to make sure I covered all areas of the store. Okay, so first thing that is common at thrift stores, and this will be covered in not only this item, but the shoes as well that I'm going to show you a little bit later. But the first item is a department store staples. Every thrift store has department store staples, whether you know it or not. Department stores can range from Saks Fifth to Nordstrom, most common. You could even look into Macy's, Dillard's, things like that. Name Vince Camuto. And you wouldn't be able to really see, but I see Vince Camuto at every single thrift store I've ever been to. There's always some Vince in there, 99.9% of the time. Now it's picking up the right piece. This was a bag. It was a business bag. I will put the comps on the screen. It just sold for $38, same condition, same color, and it has the little indent. So make sure you're paying attention to details. I'll insert how I looked through purses. Definitely look through purses. I have found some great and amazing bags, even my first Tumi bag last year, the end of last year, last month. So I have been finding amazing bags. I want to say bags is now one of like my third top selling items. I always sell a bag at least a few times a week. This is something that, you know, your trendier resellers, your bigger resellers may not pick up, but for the price, if the price is right, I got this for $4. It sells a tag on it earlier today. And again, we see that comps are really good for this. At the very end, I found a bunch of menswear. So not only is menswear for my ladies out there that are Poshmark sellers, you know, you're more into trends like I was, you may tend to stray away from menswear, or my men, you know, getting into menswear, you may stray away from menswear, but it's a 30 to 45% seller of my item. And on eBay, about 50%. I want to preface, there's different types of menswear that every thrift store has, and one is going to be your outdoor brands and your golf brands. Do not overlook these brands. Do your research on what are the top brands selling by just searching either golf wear, golf pants, whatever. My favorites are Peter Millar, Travis Matthew, some of the light outdoor brands. So you're looking at Cool, you're looking at maybe Columbia new with tags, you're looking at something that is going to add value. And while these are lighter items, you definitely want to look out for heavier duty items. The more heavy duty, such as jackets, ski pants, special edition, those type of items are going to command a higher dollar. So every single thrift store I've been to always has something. If they don't have these specific brands, they have something in there that are new with tags, a lot of workwear where maybe a person took a job or no longer needed them or grew out of them and they still left with tags. So just know that something brand new that may be a $60 to $90 item could sell just as great as something that, you know, is more popular brand. This is Patagonia and these are shorts. Definitely look at the fabric content. I believe these are linen. Oh no, these are hemp and cotton. Empty. The men's section was packed. One of my favorite golf brands. It's on the back, and I love this. It's traditional. You're gonna look for that symbol. Also have logos on them. Whatever. I don't know why they logo them, but they do. They are not gonna sell for really anything. Some people won't even buy them if they have a logo on them, unless it's a popular logo, such as like a popular golf company. Another one. Now this one does have Pelican Hill on it, but because it was black and extra large, I'm gonna still try to list it for $25 and see if someone will offer me some money. It was extra large, so I want to show you guys options. Next up, with menswear that every thrift store has that you probably overlooked, is like beachy brands, your traditional brands. It could even be teen brands like Hollister, things like that. Now, everything is not created equal. I do not pick up, you know, usually American Eagle, Hollister, things like that. But I have been finding Hollister hoodies, jackets, coats, puffer jackets, fur-lined, American Eagle, different things. I picked up this Oakley short, trendy pant is going to sell. So you might be able to command just as much as you would as, you know, some Lululemon, you know, $20, $30 shorts. If you find the right stylish print. And if you do a search, just search what does sell. So maybe search Oakley, you know, swim shorts or Oakley shorts. These are swim trunks. Look at the comps and then maybe filter of, you know, 25 to 50 and see what those look like. What are the styles that are selling? Every brand usually has one profitable style or special edition to it, and that's just from experience. A good size, I believe they're medium, and someone will pay 25 to 30. Many more bags. All right, next up. So another thing that every thrift store has that people just are not looking at are kids' clothes and kids' items. I categorize kids items into two different things. So kids clothing, infant, lifestyle type of things. So I found a ton of like hopper baby, you know, different types of stroller things. So if you can find stroller covers, carriers, if you can find stroller organizing things, make sure you look on Amazon how much it is. A lot of these things, me being a mom, I know are $30, $40, $50, even $100. I found a seat at the bins. It was a toddler seat and I used it for a year and it was still in excellent condition and I sold it for $50. It was $100 new on Amazon. I got it at the bins for a few bucks. Lightweight little seat, and I can find a picture if it's relevant. But those type of things are often overlooked at thrift stores. I find a ton of carriers at the bins. It's a pay by the pound Goodwill where they dump all the things that didn't sell. A lot of times they dump, you know, your Ergo Baby, some of your really high-end $100, $200 carriers. I have found covers for the Uppa Baby, some of these more high-end strollers and seats that cost a lot of money. People want to be able to switch out the colors or replace a cover on their current stroller. Then they don't want to pay that much money because the product was already high amount. My friend is having a baby and I just have seen so many maternity things. You know, there's certain type of like Kindred Bravery nursing bras. You know, obviously I don't expect every man, woman, and child to memorize all nursing bra types, but there's a lot of mother-friendly and baby accessory and lifestyle items that are overlooked. There's bottle sets. Sometimes people need things locally. Breast pumps I used to pick up all the time from the bins. Again, they don't like to sell that stuff, so you might have to disclose that. They might take like some of the strollers and stuff out of safety concerns. But for the most part, those are overlooked. And I know because as a mom, I started buying these things and reselling them. These are two Vineyard Vines. New, they took the tags off, but the kids never wore it, or whale shirts. I'm gonna bundle them together. They were $1.50 each. People always buy the matching things for their babies, whether it's Lily Pulitzer. People are willing to want to match their kids. I know I have mother-daughter photo shoots and I'm always looking for the matching like Old Navy item that goes with mine. However, I will caution you, H&M, Old Navy, those like mama baby lines are kind of harder to sell and the brand itself has a lower quality. So if you can find luxury or department store popular names in some of the younger children's. Another children's item, which I never picked up. I would see it at the bins all the time, but I would see other resellers that picked this up. This is Hannah Anderson. Really nice jacket for a little boy. It's in excellent condition. There's like one little mark on the back. It's corduroy. It's fur lined, fleece lined. So I'm gonna put some comps up. I'm not really sure what it's gonna sell for. It was $1.50, $1.49. I couldn't pass that up. So again, with the kids items, this is Janie and Jack. I'll put a screenshot of comps. Again, they put this at $1.40. I think they should have definitely made this like $6.99. But it's a like old school, but it's heavy suede jacket, and it's got the little cuffs. So someone wanted to match their child for a photo. They wanted their child to be warm. I always buy children's things. Now they don't sell as good for me, but I am putting my hand back into them. Again though, overlooked at thrift stores. So Janie and Jack has going out of business. I pick up a lot of it. Another items that you're overlooking, and I overlook these all the time, but I found this blanket. It stood out to me. I believe God led me to it because I just looked in the back. I said, let me check out the blankets. I never go to the blankets, but I remember going to a thrift store. I remember a gentleman had, I knew it was a Pendleton blanket. I've sold them before locally and online. I got one at the bins in LA that was new in bag. No one, they just threw it in there. So I took it and I took it home with me and I sold it. But I seen a guy leave with a Pendleton and I'm like queen of that thrift store. And I said, how dare this guy just come in here? So ever since then, I have been looking at blankets in that thrift store. So this is another thrift store, but it was a little pricey for $8.99. I saw this, I said, I know that's something nice. And sure enough, I turned and it definitely has some wear. It's got some snags. And it looks like the tag was ripped. So it ripped that. But it is Pendleton Trademark Home Collection. I know people were selling them for, like Costco had some or something and people were reselling them. But look how gorgeous it is. It stands out. At the very least, I'm a prepper. I will keep this in my collection. Things you are overlooking. Next section that every thrift store has, but you may have not been checking out, is the sports bras. Every section of the store has gems. I always check the pajamas, I always check, some of the swimsuits, and I check the sports bras. So lumped in with the sports bras, we're gonna put plus size swimsuits or designer swimsuits. But I do check if I'm having a dry day, I'll go check the swimsuits. There are times where I don't, most times I don't. However, I found the last few times Brooks bras. So Brooks is a running company. I just knew the symbol. I don't even see a tag here. Oh, I do see a tag. Yeah, Brooks. So that's it. It's size large, good size, black. I found newer tags. At first it wasn't getting attention, so I kind of stopped picking it up. But every time I put it in within a week, 2 weeks maximum, they have sold for at least $20. So I have found Lululemon. I have found all types of sports bras. I do feel like, thrift stores price them like tops. So, make sure that you're making your money with them, but you're passing up these things. They're in every single thrift store. Every single thrift store I've been to has some type of brand. Spanx swimsuits do really well. I have found brand new tag Spanx swimsuits. I always find them at Salvation Army for some reason in my area. It's a brand called Becca. I have kind of heard it before, but never sold it, but this is a small, so not the best size, but it's a gorgeous, little ordinate back here swimsuit. And I'm not sure what style this is, but it's got like a bandana type of arrow, but it's a good cover swimsuit. Women like coverage, they like slimming, they like flattery. Those bikinis, unless it's a very popular brand, are probably gonna sit. The tankinis, the ones that make women feel, let's be honest, a little covered, a little bit flattered, with the removable pads still in them and in good condition, those will sell. And so I can put comps over here, but you guys are missing out on those items. They're in every single thrift store I've been in. And if it's not any type of nice brand, there's always something new with tags that may be like a department store brand that you can still flip for $20, $25. This is John Varvatos. I do pick John Varvatos up. I have a blazer right now that's for sale. I pick up the shorts and pants. This is just a simple polo, but I picked this up because it was in excellent condition. It's like an acid wash, and it has a little peace sign logo. I thought that was very unique. I haven't seen that with this before. Club Monaco. But anytime I find a popular women's brand in men's, so like a Bowden men's, Madewell men's, something like that, I still pick it up because they're still really popular for men. I don't do J. Crew. I put a lot of J. Crew back. There was some very nice merino wool, but if it's worth it to you, let's say you get it at the bins to get $9.99 for it, that is fine, $10. But this is Club Monaco, excellent condition. Again, it was by itself. Usually I can find a whole closet, but it looks like maybe it was left over from last week. Puff sleeve sweater dress. But this brand is selling $100 to $200 on the real. I'm going to send it in the store. There are rare, maybe 1, 2, or 3, maybe more, really high-end pieces that you may have just looked over. So make sure you're taking your time to feel the quality, look at the fabric. That tag looked very nice. So I definitely did a search, and it was a $200, $300 brand. I picked up some things like Tommy Bahama, even though it can be saturated. Like these pants were $4.99, and they were new tags. So those items are, your common items. And so those are something that I have seen at every single thrift store. So your common items can still sell. Make sure you're getting pieces that stand out. So cardigans, make sure you're getting pieces that maybe have a unique embroidery. Maybe they are new with tags. Maybe they just, have something unique. Sometimes Nike Tech, I pick up Nike SW. There's just like different lines of Nike that can sell for more. You can look up that same brand that you do find and see what is selling for $25 to $50 or $50 or above, and see what special edition things you can be on the lookout for, as well as vintage items. Okay, another item that you're overlooking at the thrift stores, or that every thrift store has, is some type of gear. So I have been picking up things such as this Soul Guard. This is like a solar battery powered something, I don't know, but it sells really well. The backpack's selling for $100 on Poshmark, and this is their fanny pack. Battery's missing, so this probably won't sell for as much, but it is new with tag. But the ones with the battery in them were $100, and those are the ones that are selling high. And or the backpacks, the empty backpacks of the Soul Guard brand were selling $80 to $100. So don't pass up on these things. Go to the back of the store where they have the backpacks. I check the bags every single time. That has been a money maker for me, and a lot of people overlook them. But those are money, and you wouldn't even see what it was except for that light logo, and then it has a tag. But even then, you would still pass on it. You might think it's like, you know, something cheap. The thing I picked up was this hammock. This is a small hammock, sustainable. I am a prepper. Like, I just store food and water. I'm really wanting to be prepared if something were to happen. I'm still working on that. I looked at the brand. It was selling really consistently on eBay. So these are things that people overlook, new with tag items, or just really well taken care of items like hammocks, like things that people can just lightly ship and go. So those two are items I did pick up. The next is, I got this. This was actually the first haul I didn't include. These are Vince Camuto again, and that's their shoe brand. But these were $7. They look like they've been tried on once. There's like a little heel wear, but look at these boots. They're tall boots. And so I looked and I just put tall boots because a lot of boots do sell. I know they're suede. I can feel them, how amazing they feel. And I believe the size was like a typical 7 or 8 or something like that. Thinking 45 on them. And again, they're not your like very high end, but they're still trendy. They're still department store. So definitely don't pass on your either trendy, you know, maybe lower end brands, and then your department store staples. Again, going back to the second point, these are going to sell really consistently for you if you don't have other options in your thrift store. That you've been overlooking, one at least high-end shoe. They're Bagley Mishka to, I've even found Louboutin, am I saying it right? Heels. This is LK Bennett, new to me brand, but this was in a local thrift store for $6. So definitely be on the lookout. Every thrift store I've had either has some type of high-end. You either need to read. Some of those shoes were very stealth, as I call it. They were not as widely seen. You had to really pick up the shoe and look at the engravings. If you see anything like this, made in Spain, made in Italy, those are definitely some type of high quality shoes. So definitely do your research. A lot of your brands and orthopedic brands, we can get there. They can sell for some money, either the ones that are known and unknown, and some of the more common ones like your Skechers Shape Ups, things that people really don't even look at. If you have any questions, put them below, and thank you so much for watching. Have a safe and beautiful day. Bye. Okay, let me do it again. Have a wonderful day. No. Have a productive day. Anyways, have a blessed day. Bye.